Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we're reviewing the Fantastic Four Terrax. So yes, this is an older figure back from the 90s, whenever they used to make things like this. Toy Biz did. They had a Fantastic Four series where they released a lot of fairly cool characters, one of which was Terrax, who until recently really didn't have another action figure other than this one. Anyway, this one is pretty cool. He comes with an axe and sort of a roly, big purple rock base thing. And he is pretty cool, so let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, skill pay details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting with a quick size comparison, here we have Terrax. Here's our Marvel Universe 3 3/4 inch Wolverine, and our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch size Superior Spider-Man. As you can tell, Terrax is just a bit taller than a Marvel Universe figure, and is a little bit shorter than a Marvel Legends figure in that sort of 5-4 inch sort of scale. He actually works well in scale with Marvel Universe figures because Terrax is a fairly big character. And, yeah, his lack of articulation makes him a bit weird, but since there's not a Marvel Universe Terrax, you could easily use this as he doesn't really look that bad, and he's about the right size. And here is a comparison with the only other real Terrax figure, which is the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Terrax, which is by far the best Terrax figure, and probably always will be, because Terrax is not a very common character to create. Anyway, let's get the big Terrax out of here and just look at the little Terrax. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Terrax. His skin is mostly gray, and then he has blue and yellow and red armor. He's got big red shoulder pads, and then they're sort of cut down there at the chest, so you can see a bit of his chest. And then he's got blue on his abs and all down there. And he's got the big sort of red and blue loincloth bits. His belt is yellow, and so are the little straps around the tops of his boots. And then his boots and gloves are red. He also has little thumbs up expressions on his hands for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Obviously the hands are for holding the axe, but I don't know why they had to have the thumbs up like that. It looks kind of weird whenever he's not actually holding the axe. Anyway, let's go ahead and zoom in on the head sculpt real quick. Zooming in on Terrax's head sculpt, he's got a very calm, sort of stern expression. He's actually reminding me of Sten from Dragon Age right now for some reason. But anyway, he's got his purple beard there, which is very angular. And, of course, he's bald on top and has a bit of hair on the sides. He's a bit like Cosmic Hulk Hogan, except not at all. Anyway, his head sculpt looks pretty cool. I have no issues with it whatsoever. It's a very Terraxy. I rather like it. Now let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Alright, articulation-wise, Terrax is pretty much the same as every other figure in this series is going to be. Get the head cut, shoulder cut, single hinge elbow, which actually bends pretty nicely for a single hinge. Hips go forward and back on a cut. And single hinge knee, which also bends fairly well for a single joint. So you can get him in a few poses. Of course, still nowhere near as good as sort of Marvel Legends and stuff like that, but it was pretty good for back in the day. Anyway, Terrax comes with 2 accessories, so let's go ahead and look at those. And here Terrax is displayed with his 2 accessories. Of course, he has his axe, which is a bit short for my liking, but the sculpting on it looks nice, and it is very reminiscent of Terrax's axe. And then he has this big purple meteor base thing. It's got 2 foot pegs on it so he can stand on it, and then it has these wheels on the bottom that allow it to sort of roll whenever you pull it back. Rolls forward like that, which is a bit strange, but whatever. It's actually not a bad display base, although I don't really want it rolling around all over the place. It's certainly not one of the worst gimmicky things I've ever seen. Anyway, that wraps it up for all of Terrax and his accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Terrax comes in a fairly standard card for the Fantastic Four series. You get your Fantastic Four logo up here, picture of the Fantastic Four. You get a window there, Terrax Space Soaring Meteor. I think they may have misspelled rolling. You get some nice artwork of Terrax here on the back, as well as a demonstration of his action feature, a description, and a list of other figures in this series, as well as some figures from the Iron Man series. As is usually the case with blister cards, this is good for in or out of package display, so yeah. Terrax. Alright, that wraps it up for Terrax, so until next time, goodbye!
Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.